So there was a really interesting article in Newsweek that came out about Rudy Giuliani and how, according to a lot of Donald Trump's allies, Giuliani has been bragging about how much money he has made because of his association with Donald Trump. And on first glance, I thought, wow, good for Rudy, right? Make a ton of money because as it stands right now, you're probably going to need all that money to pay for your legal defenses. And in fact, actually, most of that money you've made is probably part of the reason why you're being criminally investigated right now. So very weird thing to brag about because the likelihood of you keeping any of this money is relatively small. And while I do believe that Rudy Giuliani is out there bragging about this, and of course I do believe that he is going to lose it all as part of these criminal investigations, I can't help but wonder why officials from the Trump administration and Donald Trump's friends would come forward by saying Rudy Giuliani's out there bragging about this for the last 12 months. And then, of course, it hit me. This is part of the effort by this administration, by the Republican Party, to discredit Rudy Giuliani and claim that he is out there acting alone and not on behalf of Donald Trump. So that all of the potentially illegal things that Rudy Giuliani did, they can distance the president from those things and say, nope, this is just Giuliani being Giuliani. Look at the past where he bragged about all the money he was making because of his connection to Donald Trump. Because these allies of the president say that Rudy's going out there and approaching people and saying, listen, I'm close with the president. I'm close with the guy in charge. You should do business with me. That is what they've told reporters here. And they have no other reason to say this, especially considering that Giuliani is still the president's personal lawyer, other than to try and discredit Giuliani and paint him as a rogue actor. So these articles about this, going after and attacking Rudy Giuliani, we have to read a little bit more into them than some of these writers are putting in there. Because it doesn't make sense for Donald Trump's friends to attack his personal lawyer. Unless, of course, they were playing a different game than Giuliani, which is what's happening right now. Giuliani is becoming the fall guy. And sure, it's very likely he committed crimes. He wouldn't be under investigation right now if people didn't think he committed some crimes. But he is not the only one, and he certainly wasn't acting in his own self-interest. Rudy Giuliani was sent overseas by Donald Trump. We know that. He was working on behalf of Donald Trump. He roped Devin Nunes into it as well, possibly even other players in the Trump administration. He wasn't acting alone. He's not the guy in charge. He was working for the President of the United States. And don't ever let anyone, politician, pundit, or author, try to convince you otherwise. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.